Let's go ahead and hop into this thing, baby. Let's go ahead and get us in here. If we're going live, let me go ahead and double check real quick. I believe we're good to go, and we are, man. How are we feeling, Cardinals fans? I feel like we just got robbed. Trey McBride had a play where it clear as day as a hold, and we'll wait while people kind of just pile on in here. We'll give it a minute. But how are we feeling, Cardinals fans? Let me go ahead and pull up a couple graphics as well, because I think we're all at that point where we're just kind of sick and tired of where we're at. Like, this is just disgusting. It's literally like the Brees Hall graphic. I could pull that up. It's literally this. This is how it feels to be a Cardinals fan week in and week out. It's these little close losses that just continually hurt. Teams shoot themselves, we shoot ourselves in the head. It's literally just the life of being a Cardinals fan. So as people are getting on in here, you guys let me know how you feel, man. This is just a heartbreaker. I feel like we got robbed. And Trey McBride, I feel like Jacoby Brissett did everything he could. And we should have won this game. So, guys, you let me know how you guys are feeling real quick as everybody piles in here. Yo, what is going on, everybody? We are finally getting some comments and some people in here. It's not popping on OBS, but it is popping in YouTube. So let's go ahead, and we got Bionic. Yo, what's good? Martin, what's good? Zane, what's good? Fabian, what's good? Joseph, how's it going? Cardinals lost. Melton gave me a game ball and McBride gave me his gloves. That's dope. It's nice to see the team actually has some camaraderie left. I thought they were going to give up and the locker room was going to be dead. It's not the case. Clearly, they're still backing their head coach, and that's nice to see. So I'm at least happy for that. Definitely got robbed. I think it's clear as day that Trey was hooked, but it is what it is. I don't know how you don't call that, but it is what it is, man. The Cardinals are now 2-4. Jacoby QB1. Let's go ahead and discuss that in just a second. Trey got grabbed 100%. Ref should be fired. He sat there and didn't even acknowledge him in the freaking end zone. Just didn't acknowledge him. It's absolutely ridiculous. I can't believe that happened. Now we have to win out, which isn't going to happen. We can lose 3 more times, is the thing. We can lose 3 more times, and that's the craziest part about this. We also got a super chat. Sports Hit, appreciate you, my guy. Let me see if I can get this. How do I pin this? Can I not pin it? Put user in timeout? Definitely not that. Sports Hit says K1 is not the answer. Guys, how are we feeling about that? Is K1 not the answer? Are we off the Kyler Murray train? Is this what we're doing? How are we feeling? Because that's a legit thing that we should be discussing, I feel like. Is this the end? I don't know. I really don't know. And it's a conversation that we should definitely have because Jacoby balled out, but like at the same time, I don't think Kyler Murray is the core issue of everything. But I think a breakup is coming, and I think it's kind of needed for both sides. So you guys let me know how you guys feel about that. I'd be surprised if we win another game. I mean, we're playing teams close. Like we could easily have a 6-0 record. If the Cardinals could have actually piled on those close wins and actually turned those around. We lost by 1 point to San Francisco, 3 points to Seattle, and then 1 in the other game against the Tennessee Titans. That is criminal. Absolutely criminal. If you win at least 2 of those, we're actually sitting at a point where we're okay. But we're not okay. Kyler should get traded. Kyler, unfortunately, won't be successful here. I think I'm on the same boat. There's things that Jacoby did today that I think Kyler Murray would never do in 100,000 years, and that's step up in the pocket. But there's things Jacoby can't do. He's limited in this offense as well. The bootlegs are not going to be as effective with Jacoby, and that's just how it is. Like, Kyler Murray has that speed that he can turn that with someone chasing him into a 15, 20-yard scramble or rip it down the field. Kyler also hasn't had the attempts that Jacoby has. Jacoby came in here, and this is his first start, by the way, and he ripped 44 of them things. 44! Kyler has not ripped 44 all season. He's ripped 41, and that's why I'm saying, like, the philosophy changed a little bit. Jacoby actually ripped it, which is nice to see. I'm glad that happened. Like, genuinely so happy. But Drew Petzing also still stuck in some of his philosophies. Like, this is Kyler Murray's only game, by the way, with over 40 passes, and the 2 interceptions were because of Marvin Harrison Jr. So, like, this is what I'm saying. Like, if Kyler had the stat line today, I feel like a lot of people are still giving him flack, but I also think that is a testament of just, we're completely out of this. Like, I think we're genuinely completely out of this. Like, the fan base doesn't back him anymore. Like, we got to just kind of walk away and just cut ties and take our losses and move on with another quarterback. I think that's kind of where we're at. So let's see what you guys are saying about this. Sucks that Marv got hurt. Terrible. Great catch, too. Concussed, smacked his head, whiplash. Just unfortunate. Jacoby played great. He played fantastic today. Should have been enough. Should have been a pass interference, and we should have ran that in with Bam Knight. Had a touchdown with 3 timeouts. Just robbed. Absolutely robbed. Terrible, Terrible, terrible. K1 has more athletic ability. Brissett has more IQ in football in general. Yeah, I mean, Jacoby Brissett, one of the best backup quarterbacks, has played in every single system. Love Jacoby. That is why you bring him in here. I think he is a heck of a quarterback. Jacoby is commanding the offense, indeed. 1,000%. If these calls get made with K1, I don't even think it's like a call thing. It's just like a system change. Like, Kyler hasn't ripped the ball 44 times. Point blank, period. You guys know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's a Kyler Murray issue. I do think there's offense is systematically broken. We still have no run game. Haven't had anybody average over 4 yards per carry in forever, it feels like. And the injuries, man, are just absolutely killer. Let's get this man some likes. Smash that like button right now. Spam it up. Appreciate everybody who is tuning in. Smash it. And if you guys are new, go ahead and hit subscribe. We typically don't do live streams, but the season has gone terrible, and I want to vent to you guys. I want you guys to have a place to vent, and I want to see where the frustration levels are. 1 through 10, what are you guys feeling? Trade Kyler to Cleveland for a first and a second, Shedeur? If that's on the table, sure, by all means. We actually look decent. We've looked decent all year. Decent is the word. We've looked decent. Jacoby's interception, by the way, should not have been a pick. I think he got robbed. He got hosed, just like the Cardinals got hosed today. And it's kind of just where we're chilling at. I don't understand why we're just stuck in this bad philosophy. So there are some things I do want to call out real quick. If you got 2 eyes and you are a breathing creature, you cannot look at me with a... Like, I don't know how you look at that. Sorry, my voice is probably playing in the background. I don't know how you look at this and you're just like, yeah, that's not a hold. That's clear as day a holding. Like, are we for real? This is how we lose the game? I don't know how you look at that and just... You don't feel some kind of way. I don't know how you don't feel some kind of way. I don't know, man. Better than all these teams we played. We just don't got our stuff together. It's these close losses, man. The defense doesn't have their stuff together. Nick Rallis played the worst game of his career. Penalties week in and week out. I said last week we needed a veteran quarterback, and we got one. And we still lost. It's just unfortunate. Jacoby has a better understanding of the offense. I think so, too. I don't know. I don't even know if it's a better understanding. I think it's just a better feel. It fits him better. Like Jacoby Brissett, big, tall pocket passer, someone who's willing to take shots, play under center, run that 13 personnel. It just fits him a little bit better. He's kind of just molded for this. And I think it definitely does fit him better. But, you know, I don't know. We'll see what happens, man. I think Kyler does need to get traded. And that is not me saying Kyler's bad or he's the problem. I don't really believe that. But I think this offense is tailored for a quarterback made like Jacoby Brissett. Point blank, period. I have a feeling we keep this coaching staff as an excuse for injuries. I want K1 and JG gone. I'm fine with Kyler Murray getting traded at the end of the year, but Jonathan Gannon, I don't feel like deserves to get fired, but I think after the way the season's gone, he's going to get chopped. That's the unfortunate thing. The ball bounces one way, you lose, and now we have 4 losses piling up, and it's stacking. The losses are stacking. In the NFL, you can't have that. You're measured on one thing, injuries aside, wins and the losses. If you win the games, you're going to keep your job. You lose the games, no matter what happens, it's just, you know. Let me go ahead and see. Do I have the injury graphic? Where is it? There it is. Sorry, got a bunch of graphics popped up here in OBS. Kyler, injured. That is your starting quarterback. James Conner, that is your starting running back. Trey Benson, your backup running back on IR. Tip Ryman and Travis Vokalek, who just got injured today. You have your second and third string tight ends out probably for the year. Blake Gillikin is on IR with a back injury. LJ Collier, that's probably your fourth string. Justin Jones, third string. Darius Robinson, second string. Starling Thomas didn't even have the chance to play in this season. Probably going to be your starting corner because Will Johnson is probably going to sit. They didn't know if he was ready, and Will Johnson got hoisted in the role and has looked fantastic. Garrett Williams also on IR. Walter Nolan, Amari DiMercado. Like, there's just so many things that the Cardinals just are battling right now, and we're just not able to battle the one thing that we need to, and that's through adversity. Can't get these close wins. And I don't know what it is. What do you guys think it is? Like, genuinely, what do you think it is? That footage looked like it was from a grainy 80s camera. We call this the Vegas cam. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. WStream, appreciate you, Vin. Kyler's the problem. Marvin's a top 3 wide receiver when he's getting the ball. To be fair, he only got the ball twice before he got injured. So, I don't know. I really wish I could have seen what it looked like the entire game. I want to know if he would have gotten fed because Zay Jones got fed. Zay Jones had a fantastic game. You can see in JG's eyes, he feeling the fire. You kind of can. I do feel bad for him. Fire all the coaches, trade Kyler to Cleveland for Sanders. Wouldn't be against Shedeur. I think he's going to get the start. Dylan Gabriel is cheeks. Absolutely terrible. I'm not a fan. Bro, Jacoby looks better than Kyler. at some things for sure, but like fundamentally, I don't think he's the core issue. I think there's other issues in this offense that still poked through. But Jacoby played a fantastic game, and that's why you bring him in, because Jacoby is the calm. He is able to come in here and poise the offense, and we've seen it time and time again. He's somebody I've wanted for 2 years, and he brought fire to the offense that we haven't really had. We've been stalled. Like, we got to 21 points very early against Tennessee and stalled. We should have had 28, but Amari dropped the ball. Like, stupidity. Just some stupid things. Don't matter that Marvin is hurt. We don't use him at all. I mean, unfortunate, but it seems like he's getting more involved. The confidence is definitely there, and I hope the concussion doesn't wipe that away. He's him. Straight up, he's him. Message retracted? Don't retract your message. Stand on business. Stand on business, 23K5. Don't delete. Stand on business. This loss, yeah, I mean, I don't know if it feels better than the rest. I'm definitely more numb to it. Let me put it that way. I'm definitely more numb to losing now. And that's not a good place to be, is when the loss doesn't hurt you as much, because you kind of just don't have expectations. Don't have expectations, so you can't get hurt. That's what they say. And I had none coming into this game. I predicted 27-24, and we lost 31-27. Pretty close. So this is kind of what I expected. We should have drafted a Mecca instead of Walter Nolan. My man, I agree. I agree 100%. I love Abuka. He is phenomenal. He's thriving. He was the guy I wanted. People said I was dumb for wanting a receiver back-to-back. So I was like, all right, maybe you guys are right. Let me go ahead and pivot, because it doesn't really make sense. And it really didn't make sense at the time. So I had to retext. Sorry, Mythic. No, you're good, boss. You're good. I just, don't retract. I'm gonna try to get to it, but I agree 100%. Why are we throwing the ball more? This game is crazy. It's the highest pass attempts we've had from a quarterback. I mean, this is kind of what I've been saying, is just rip the football. If we can't run the ball, rip it. And we did. Finally. I've been off the Kyler train for the last 2 years, Alan. I mean, a lot of people are 50-50, and I feel like if you lost a fan base, you kind of just lost everything in general. So you might as well just back it up and trade him and let him go thrive somewhere else. And it's clearly not working here. It's been 7 years. The fan base just clearly doesn't back him. They're sick of it. So, the Colts are one flag away from losing the game. They should have lost the game, to be honest. The Cardinals are going to 2-15. I hope not, Robert. For the love of me, BTJ over. No, Brian Thomas definitely not over Marvin Harrison Jr. I can't attest to that. We should fire Drew Petzing. Still am on that train. Agree 1,000%. 1,000,000%. Good game, Cardinals fans. GG's for sure. Also, Troy, I am curious. Do you think that is a pass interference at the end? Since you're a Colts fan, I want an honest answer right here. Is this a hold? Not a pass interference, because Trey McBride flops like LeBron James right there. But is that a hold? I think we can all agree that's a hold. I don't think he'll thrive. I mean, the only way to find out is trading him. And I think there's going to be interest along the league. I think there's at least 10 teams that will trade for him, but we'll see. The person getting improved because MHA was off the field. Yeah. Wait, the person? You mean the quarterback? Jacoby? Let's get Jaden. I don't know, man. I think the quarterback I want most is Simpson, to be honest with you, if we do end up parting ways. Good game, Cardinals fans. Appreciate you, King. That was definitely a heartbreaker. Not going to lie, I'm definitely a little sick, but GG's for sure. Speech to text error trying to... Nah, you're good. 100%, you're good. But, I'm sick to my stomach. The ball was catchable. They may have thrown the flag. I mean, that's the thing. It's not a PI. It's a hold, though. I'm arguing a hold, because it's definitely not a catchable football. Jacoby didn't put it on the money, but, the hold is right there, and he's wrapped, and he can't break out of his out. That's the hold. The PI, it's not catchable, but you know what I'm saying? It's got to be a hold at that point. You can't hold him. You can't wrap him. You can't hook him. And he did all three, and it somehow doesn't get called. And when the ref has the opportunity to talk to Trey, he just turns his head, doesn't even want to discuss it because he knows he messed up. The passing game was better with Marvin off the field. It kind of looked that way, to be honest with you. Yeah, probably, but the refs are cooked. Y'all played better than us. I feel like we did play better, and that's the unfortunate part. It's just, I feel like we played better than all these teams that we're losing to, and we just shoot ourselves in the foot every single time. I don't know why that is. We just continually shoot ourselves in the foot, and we should not be losing, but we do. So here we are, man. Now we're just in a game where we're struggling. We're struggling. We have lost 4 games now by a combined total of 9 points. Has that happened in NFL history? I don't know. 2 one-point losses, though. Insane. 3 walk-off field goals straight. Insane. Cardinals are buns. Michael, that is not appreciated. We know that, but that's not appreciated. That is not appreciated. We're not fans of that. But also, I want your guys' takes on this because this is Kyler's one game that he's passed for 40 yards. And it looked like this. Jacoby Brissett, I feel like if Kyler put up the same stat line, somehow the blame would be on him. I want you guys to let me know how you guys feel about that. Also, if you agree with this quote, let me know down in the comments. I feel like this is a pretty prevalent quote. Breece Hall dropped a gem. And also, I want to talk about a couple things. What is your guys' confidence level going forward for the rest of the year? Because I feel like our schedule is hell. Like, genuinely. I feel like this is a hell schedule. I don't know how we're going to win. I really don't. I don't know where the wins are going to come. Because the Packers, they might dog walk us. The Cowboys, they might pour 40 on us. But we might answer with 40 back. Like, they're just not a good football team. But the offense is thriving for them. Seattle and the 49ers, we have played both of those teams, and we lost both of them. The 49ers just continue to get hurt and injured, which is crazy. Like, they're battling the same thing we are at this point. But Seattle, they beat us by 3. Really close game. I feel like we can play a lot of these, but this is tough. The Jaguars, they're playing good. Buccaneers playing fantastic. The Rams playing them twice. I'm definitely not looking forward to that. The Texans, their defense, thriving. Falcons, biggest question mark on the schedule. The Bengals, who knows, and I'm not looking forward to it, man. Like, point blank period, just not, because this is the way the NFC is shaping right now. Yeah. Not gonna lie, I am definitely choked. You were bringing a lot of smoke to my Hawks in the offseason. Oh, I was 100%. I said you guys had a 7-win team. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was definitely giving you guys major flock, and you guys have proved me wrong, like 100%. So I'll eat that one. I will eat crow on that for sure. Feel bad for Wilson as well. We barely used him. I don't know what happened with his finger, but he was definitely jammed. Cardinals aren't buns. Clean up a few things, and y'all are okay. I'm serious. I agree, but it might be a little too late looking at this, man. Like, it really might be a little too late. And I think that's what a lot of people are frustrated with, myself included, is I feel like every team in the NFC West, they're going to get off to a better start. The 49ers, we might be able to catch them, but the Seattle Seahawks have looked way better than I expected. And props to them. Like, props to them. That defense looks crazy. Sam Darnold has continued to play good football, and that's good on him. The Rams, this is probably their last year of being really good. I think Stafford does retire, but they're at 4 wins too, just edged one out against the Ravens. We're on the same level as the Saints and the Giants. Don't like that. I don't like that whatsoever, actually. I don't understand how we are agreeing on one thing about Kyler. Yes, it's been 7 years and he's brought no success, but he's not entirely responsible for the last 3 losses. Not at all. Like, he's definitely not. I don't know how a lot of Cardinals fans are just completely out of the wall on Kyler. Like, a lot of quarterbacks don't win in 7 years. Justin Herbert also has 0 playoff wins. But, you know, he obviously has played better football over a couple seasons. But at the same time, the talent in the Chargers, they have had way more. I feel like if you have Kyler on the Colts, they're thriving. Put Kyler behind a good line, they're thriving. Will Hernandez is back. Hopefully he gets comfortable and the offensive line settles in, because they didn't play another good game. Jacoby Brissett was getting popped and still played pretty well, in my opinion. Had a good day. And I don't know, man. The offensive line and the run game not being here is killing us, and I feel like until we get that under order, we're just going to continue to struggle. Offensively, we put on points, but we've put on points. We put around the same. We just barely edged out. We had 28 technically is what we should have had last week, but Amari's a dumbass. And then 27 this week. So we had 21 and then 27. So that's where we're at. I've been wanting a new quarterback since last season. Kyler can never get the ball to Marvin. We've had great games and wins against the Packers at Card Stadium. I was there for that, by the way. Crazy game. We should get a good quarterback from Michigan or Alabama. Simpson's a guy I want from Alabama. He looks really good. Now, a lot of quarterbacks from Alabama look good, and they definitely don't translate, so we'll see what happens. Kyler doesn't have a great ball throw and is not taller. It's time to move on. I mean, yeah, I don't accept the gaslighting that MHJ, Ricardo, and Froholt are the ones who left 10 to 14 points per week off the board. I mean, Amari dropped the ball and left 7 off the board just himself. So Amari's tripping for that. And then DTD just fumbles. I mean, we should have 28, even if Jacoby's one handing it off. We should have had 28 points right there, and we would have been chilling. Kyler does not like to get hit and panics. That's the one thing. Kyler does not like to get hit and panics. He throws the ball. Like, I think Kyler doesn't want to get hit, take those shots, because he knows he's going to get hurt. And I think that's the limitations that you have. But the talent and the ability to throw the football is unworldly. When he's on and protected, he's top 10. But if he's not protected, you don't know what kind of Kyler you're going to get. You're either going to get some masterclass performance and he's going to escape and make ridiculous plays all day long, or you're going to get that panicky stuff. And I think that's what Cardinals fans don't like to see, and they want that eliminated. 80% of the problem is Petzing's calls, 100% Petzing sucks, like point blank period. Thanks, bro. Your Cards will be fine. I hope so. It might be reset time. It might be reset time. Also dropped the pass near the end zone against the Seahawks. Yeah. Or it was the 49ers. He dropped the ball on the 49ers where he had a walk-in touchdown coming out of the backfield, wide open, dropped the football. That's 2 games that you can practically blame on Amari. Looking back at it, you could blame Amari for those, and that's not a crazy thing to say. Amari has to be better in those instances, and he might have costed us 2 losses. So saying Amari isn't the problem is kind of crazy. So I think Amari, I agree, Darren, 100% just effed up this season for us. I think Petzing can't call what he wants to Kyler's height. I think there is some limitations. I don't think they're a match whatsoever. This offense, 13 personnel, being able to stay in the pocket and deliver those throws under heavy duress is not Kyler's game. Kyler's game is shotgun pass, and we're under center right now running an offense that's not catered to Kyler, but also Drew Petzing, I guess his offense doesn't cater to a quarterback like Kyler Murray either. Like the two go hand in hand, in my opinion. Let's move off DP and get a new quarterback and get another receiver. I think that's kind of where we go at this point. Hire a new offensive coordinator and let things settle in. I think that's what you do. Froholtz. What happened with Froholt? Again? I want us to get Joe Brady, the Bills OC, or Buccaneers OC as our head coach. Who's the Bucs OC? I don't remember. Does the Cards... I don't know if they trust Kyler. Like, that's something people floated around, and it's just... Is this a real thing? I don't know. Maybe like Bryce Underwood. That is definitely a name. Admit Kyler's a bust. He's definitely not a bust. I mean, a bust is like freaking, I don't even know. I'm like blanking on names. The running back from Cleveland. Why am I blanking on his name? I feel really dumb for blanking on this name. Oh my goodness. He's 2014 draft class, I believe. I'm going to hate myself for finding this. It's not 2014. Is it 2013? Who was it? It was the Bama back. Who am I thinking of? I feel really dumb for blanking on this right now. My head has been fogged for so long. He's from Bama. And you guys know who I'm talking about. Or maybe you don't. Ryan Leaf was a huge bust. Like, there's big... Trent Richardson. Oh, my goodness. I'm so stupid. Trent Richardson. Stupid. Stupid. Like, he's not a bust. He's definitely talented, had an MVP season in 2021 before he got hurt, and probably would have finished as a top 3 candidate, if not the MVP of the league. Not a bust. So, nay. Why does everyone say it's K1's fault? Small-minded people who just don't watch the game. I mean, Kyler Murray hasn't been, like, a top 5 quarterback, but he's not the issue this season. He's not the issue. 2 of his interceptions aren't his fault. So... it is what it is, man. I think Kyler would have had a decent game, but I don't know. Josh Grizzle. Okay, hold on. Let me go ahead and look him up. I didn't know his name. Josh Grizzard. Oh, I know who this is. I'd have to look into the Bucs a little more and like see where he comes from and see what he's done in the NFL before I like deem him as a head coach. I want Jonathan Gannon to stay the head coach. A lot of Cardinals fans don't back that, and a lot of Cardinals fans want Jonathan Gannon gone. I'm not there yet. I thought we would score around 28 points for the Cards, win 28-24, not 28-31. I think I projected us 24. I said I think the Colts win 27-24, and it was really close to that, but the Colts ended up pounding in a touchdown, and Daniel Jones was leading some impressive drives. So you see the Arizona versus BU? I did not, but taking a quarterback from Arizona is definitely a tough thing to do. They were at the 20-yard line of the Titans, too many points left on the board by mistakes. Yeah, and then why, for some reason, are we just like continually in this cycle of holding and false starts? Like the offensive line is just, I don't understand. I really don't understand. It makes no sense to ask why aren't we scoring more? Yeah, I mean, if you watch the tape, like it's on tape, like holding, false starts, killing drives. We just can't get it going. Point blank period. Never won the division, no playoff wins. I mean, yeah, we have 1 playoff appearance, but Justin Herbert also has 0 playoff wins. So like you can take these stats and throw them out there. And Justin Herbert's had way more talent for consistently longer. So like, are we saying Justin Herbert's a bad quarterback because he has no playoff wins and the Chargers have had no success? Like, you have to, the metrics are skewed by other things. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people want things to fit their narrative, but then you pull other things and then it doesn't fit their narrative, and then they don't want to use that same logic. So by that same logic, since Justin Herbert hasn't brought the Chargers to any playoff wins, he has to be a bad quarterback, and they should trade him to us, of course, because I'll take that in a heartbeat. Never won the division. I am agreeing that is annoying. We need an O-line before running back. I think we're fine at running back. A lot of people with Cam Scatterboo, ball player, absolute dog, ball player. He's insane. I was wrong on Cam Scatterboo. I'll come out and admit that. I didn't think he had the game speed. I thought he was a dog, but he didn't have the game speed, and he was going to be like a Peyton Hillis kind of guy and maybe have 1 or 2 years and then flame out. So far, looks pretty good. Over 4 yards a carry and 5 touchdowns. Maybe I was wrong there. Could have been a culture setter. Who knows? He's not in Arizona. Cannot look back. I hope Marvin's okay. I do too. Herbert's overrated. I disagree so hard. And that's the thing. I mean, I guess people have their own metrics and how they want to measure it, but saying Herbert is overrated is just crazy to me. That dude can do so much with the football, and he's just great. I don't understand. I'm the scat man. Yeah, dude. That would have been a nice thing to play. Kyler's the #1 pick. That's what he's being held to. I agree. I don't think you hold him to anything else than that. I think you have to hold him to that. But I feel like at the same time, you got to take into account what he's been playing with for the past couple years, and then also measure that. He has not had the same talent. In 2020, when we had Pat P, Larry Fitzgerald, all these guys, and we could have made the playoffs, but we were missing field goals, you got to take that into account. 2021, they went all in, pushed the chips, got all these veterans, and they got it to the playoffs. Obviously, everybody got hurt. The collapse at the end of the year after A.J. Green didn't turn around for the ball. Catastrophe. Kyler in the playoffs played awful. Everybody tried coming back from injury. I'm pretty sure DeAndre Hopkins didn't even play. And then 2022, we had these expectations, fell flat. 2023, we expected not to be great. DeAndre Hopkins, I'm pretty sure, had PED suspension for 8 games. Kyler tore his ACL as soon as DeAndre Hopkins came back. And then 2024 was a throwaway. 2025 was the expectation year. 2022 is where he tore his ACL, right? 2022 is where he tore his ACL. 2023 was Jonathan Gannon's first year here, I believe. That was a throwaway year. 2024, Kyler came back from injury, I believe, right? No, that was 2023. I'm like mixing this up. 2023, Kyler came back from injury, from tearing his ACL in 2022. That's what happened. And then 2024, we had like semi-expectations just to not be completely awful. Everybody was saying 7 wins. We exceeded that. And now this was the year we were supposed to make the playoffs. This is the 3rd year under the regime. They pushed all the chips in somewhat. They went like 85%. We could have went a little more on the offensive side of the ball, got another receiver. But Drew Petzing doesn't really like to use receivers, to be honest with you. Michael Wilson wasn't getting touches. So, we've had plenty of talent. I disagree there. 100%. I disagree there. Where's the talent? And what roster? 2023? Or we were completely gutted? 2024? Or was our first year drafting and rebuilding a completely broken roster that was gutted and built in their image? 2025, 2020, and 2021 were the only times where we really had a chance. I believe Kyler was drafted in 2018? That team, he took over one of the worst offenses. Or 2019? Took over one of the worst offenses. Like, what are we talking about? Like, he had the talent. I've watched every Cardinals game since 2005. I don't need a recap. Just tired of losing. I think we're all tired of it. Point blank, period. I would love to have wins. Cards should take. I don't understand the Mendoza hype. I don't get that. I don't get the hype around him. I'd rather have Simpson, personally. I think he's a better quarterback. Zay Jones finally had a good game when he's wide receiver 1. I mean, yeah, it took him being wide receiver 1 to actually get the targets. And Michael Wilson was very underutilized once again. If we're being so honest, let's pull up the Arizona Cardinals stats, because I feel like the receivers, once again, didn't really have the involvement that everybody really expected, because you can say Jacoby slung that thing, but Zay Jones was the only guy outside of Trey McBride that really thrived. It looked like a lot of, just imagine that's Marvin Harrison Jr., and then you have Trey McBride. Michael Wilson, non-existent until he had that deep one-on-one bomb for over 20-something yards. He had finished the day with 44. Elijah Higgins, 34. Michael Wilson, outside of that shot, really didn't have a good game. To be honest with you, he wasn't involved. So, That's my thing. But that's going to wrap up the stream. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. If you guys are new, go ahead, follow up, subscribe to the channel. Arizona Cardinals NFL content coming your way. Streams after every single game. I'm going to try to make this something that happens. So if you guys want to place the event, this is the perfect place to do that. So appreciate you guys for